Hello there, gamers and Monster Jam enjoyers. Doop Goop back again with Monster Jam analysis. This is going to be the analysis of the 2004 season of George Balhan driving the Blue Thunder Monster Jam truck. We are going to be changing up the format to help me churn out more of these, as before I would just write a whole script and that is just too much work and is the whole reason why this haven't been released one in a while. So instead, we're just going to go over the name of the town, drivers he competed against, and wins if he got any, and the number of appearances he had at the end. Also, if you wish to see his information, there is a spreadsheet linked below to 2004 season results. You can see those there. But now, time to get into the season. Here we are as we're going to get right into the arena results for George Balhan in the Blue Thunder truck. As first we have Dallas, Texas with a lineup consisting of Blue Thunder with George Balhan, Demolition Man with Frank Krimmel, Eradicator Andy Slivko, Gravedigger with Rod Schmidt, Jeff Hoy with King Crunch, and Bobby Z with Monster Mutt. It is also important to note that he was touring with Bobby Z at this time, and Bobby Z will be a recurring character in this for basically all the shows. As we're going to get into the Dallas show, as on night show 1 through 3, he would not get any wins, so that's it for Dallas. As we go to his next show here in 2004 season, he's going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah, where the lineup consists of Blue Thunder with George Balhan, Easy Riders with Kevin Kozala, Charlie Pauken with Gravedigger, King Crunch with Jeff Hoy, Monster Mutt with Bobby Z, Paul Cohen with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Wild Hair with Jason Whitty. We kind of go into the Salt Lake City results for you in a second. As he would pick up his first win here tonight, or the first win mentioned here, I should say, where he would get a racing win on the show 2, and which, good for him. His next stop would be in Fargo, North Dakota, as their lineup would be Airborne Ranger with Joe Cypher, Arachnophobia Scott Anderson, Blue Thunder with George Balhan, Captain Insano with Casey Schleiser, Monster Mutt with Bobby Z, and Rolling Thunder with Jim Benzik. As here we are with the results for Fargo, North Dakota, as we scroll down the 2004 Monster Jam results spreadsheet for it. Here in Fargo, North Dakota, he would pick up wins in racing on nights 1 and 2, both sweeping both shows in racing. This has been a good show for George Balhan. As the next show we have is going to be Spokane, Washington. The lineup consisting of Airborne Ranger Joe Cypher, Blue Thunder George Balhan, Captain America Jeff Boehner, Charlie Pauken Gravedigger, Monster Mutt Bobby Z, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Paul Cohen. As we are going to scroll down to see where this is going to be, as he is going to take the racing win on show 2 of Spokane, Washington, and the freestyle win at show 3. A good overall showing for George, as we're going to get into the 5th arena he was in during 2004 season, which is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with consisting of him in Blue Thunder, Gravedigger Charlie Pauken, Jurassic Attack Lindsay Wink, Maniac Don Frankish, Monster Mutt Bobby Z, and TMNT with Paul Cohen. As we have, it seems that he did not take a win on the Calgary shows, as Gravedigger and Jurassic Attack would sweep most of that show. The final show for George Balhan in the arenas in 2004 was actually not an arena. It was at quarter 2 at Stafford Springs Speedway in Connecticut, as the lineup consisted of American Guardian with Rick Rabb, American Quest, oh god, that was a mistake, AmeriQuest Freedom with Chad Fortune, Blue Thunder George Balhan, Gravedigger Dennis Anderson, Phil Foster with Hot Wheels, Little Tiger Brian Barthel, Maximum Destruction Tom Mentz, and Thrasher with Pat Suma. As we're going to scroll down real quick with the Stafford results. At Stafford, he would not get any wins as it was a pretty stacked lineup with Gravedigger, with Dennis Anderson, and Tom Meents, with them sweeping the whole show together. And that is going to be the last for the arena / quarter two side of these shows, as we're going to move on into stadiums for George Balhan, as he had 3 appearances, and just to note, he had 6 appearances in arenas in quarter two for Monster Jam. As we're going to get into the first show for George Balhan in a stadium in Blue Thunder, it's going to be at Pontiac, Michigan, in the Silverdome, legendary play name in Monster Trucks. As we're going to have Avenger with Jim Kohler, Blacksmith Ryan Huffaker, Blue Thunder George Balhan, Brutus Chris Bergeron, Easy Risers Kevin Kozala, Eradicator Andy Slifko, Equalizer Mike Hawkins, Gravedigger Pablo Huffaker, Hot Wheels Phil Foster, Tom Meents, and Maximum Destruction, Little Miss Dangerous Jocelyn Perrin, Monster Mutt with Bobby Z, Rap Attack with David Rapich, Sudden Impact with John Thesock, Summit with Greg Adams, and Thrasher with Pat Suma. As we're going to see what the results for the Pontiac Silverdome were. At the Pontiac Silverdome, at the show 1, George would not pick up any wins at the Pontiac Silverdome, unfortunately. As we're going to move on to the next show on the list, and it's going to be New Orleans, Louisiana. And I don't know the name off the top of my head of the stadium there. I believe it's called the New Caesars Dome now. But here we have the lineup. It's going to be Blue Thunder, George Balhan, Bulldozer, Guy Wood, Cyborg, Jack O'Berna, Devastator, Mark Schrader, Gravedigger with Dennis Anderson, King Crunch, David Smith, Maximum Destruction, Neil Elliott, Monster Mutt, Bobby Z, Predator, Alan Pizzo, Prowler, Lazy Jar... Ooh, I can't speak. Larry Jarzel, Reptoid, Jim Jack, Tough Enough with And Tough Enough. Ooh. And Tough Enough. My God, I can't speak. With Brian Christensen. As we're going to look up the results for New Orleans, as he would not get any wins there either, unfortunately, as it would be Dennis sweeping the entire show. The final show for George would be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with the lineup being Blacksmith, Norm Miller, Blue Thunder, George Balhan, Rob Nell, Bulldozer, Andy Slifko, Eradicator, Gravedigger with Pablo Huffaker, Little Tiger with Brian Barthel, Maximum Destruction with Tom Meents, Monster Mutt with Bobby Z, Raging Steel with Chad Tingler, and Sudden Impact with John Seasock. As we're going to get results for the show 2 at Minneapolis, and he would not take any wins here either, as it would be a really weird win, as Blacksmith would take racing and Raging Steel would take freestyle. That consists of George Balhan's stadium season, and I believe his overall season, as he would only appear 9 times for Monster Jam. Go over his overall wins. He only had 5 wins, and most of them were in arena racing, with one of them being in arena freestyle. Overall, this is going to be a disappointing season for George Balhan, as we get into the final words. Alright, this has been Monster Jam Analysis, and I hope to see you all next time with Tarleton 2014 next on Monster Jam Analysis.